So this is the tutorial that will be for the group practitioner in the admin area, and I'm just going to go through each one of these tabs here that you'll see when you go into the admin area, which is in the top right hand corner. So going to the admin area is going to this dashboard, which allows you to then select an email template, and if you wanted to adjust your email template where you can put your logo in there, and it will show you a preview of what that looks like down here. Right now it's set to 3DRX Comply as a default. You can replace your logo, include your header text, include your information here, and all of that. Change the color of the banner if you'd like to do that. So that's by selecting the header banner color or the footer banner color. So that's fairly easy to do, and you can set up multiple templates, and then you'll just select one that will be the default to send. The next tab is for the wizard report, and we went over that in the wizard tutorial, but this brings you into the first page of the wizard as you log in, and this is where you would do a summary of the joint, the condition, treatment, rehab, support, and send that out to the patient. Once you click back in the admin area, we'll get to the tabs again, and here you can manage reports. In this case, we would see a list of the reports that you've saved or sent out. So in this case, we're looking at a report that's been sent, and the date at which it was sent, and then the view date. The view date will show you whether the report has been logged in or viewed by the patient. So that's kind of handy if you're following up with the patient and you notice that there is no view date. Then you can ask them and inquire to say, hey, are you having issues viewing it, or are you able to get to a computer and determine that? Then you can resend that report, or you can edit the report and send it again. This is a nice feature for patients that are coming in, and they may actually just have one more exercise or one other treatment that you want to include in the report, but you really want them to have the same basic report. Then you can click edit and send, and what it will do is it'll bring you into the wizard, and the exercises or conditions and treatment will be pre-populated with the original report that you sent them. So if you wanted to include another exercise, you can just go right into the rehab section, and you can select one of the exercises that you want to include additionally into the report. And so if I select another exercise for them to do, and then you can send the report again. So that kind of makes it nice, or you can download the PDF. So if you go into the admin section again, we'll just go to the next tab, which is manage templates. And this is a real time saver. So managing a template, really what you're doing is creating a template. I just have one here as an example. It's a rotator cuff template, and I can load templates once I've created them. And really all a template is when you've gone through the wizard and you've selected certain conditions and treatment and rehab, and that's typical for a patient that's experiencing a similar condition. So if we're taking a look at rotator cuff tear for this example, then and you understand most of your patients have the same type of treatment or the same rehab, then you would just create a template for them. And in the wizard, you can load a template or save a template. So then you don't have to keep looking for the same exercises over and over again. You just get it the way you'd like it, and then you can load or save templates from the wizard or the admin area. The next area is the editing content. So this is a nice way to customize your program. You can upload any content you'd like. If there's a certain image for a condition, or a video for a condition, or if there's treatment that you would like to include that you don't find in the program, this is the section by which you would do that. You can select the area filtered by the user, and then put it into the joint or the area of the body that you'd like it to show up in. So you can change that to shoulder, for example, and you can upload a certain treatment, rehab, or support for that. I won't upload all the way for you, but you do that by creating a new treatment. So if we wanted to put a new treatment in there, and this gives you some directions of how to do it. You basically enter the name of the treatment, and I'll show you the next screen here. So you select an image, and I'll just select a so I selected an image. It's a rather large image, but this is actually a whiplash effect image. It's not necessarily a treatment. But once you get your image in there, then you can change the image if you like, but you associate it with certain joints, the shoulder, the elbow, the hip, the neck. You can name the condition, you can associate it with different conditions that are in that joint, and then you can enter the treatment name and then the tooltip, which is what comes over when the mouse is hovering over the name of the actual treatment. Any of the support text, and then you create your treatment. So it's pretty simple to add content, and that's a nice feature of the admin area. So I'm going to go back to the admin area and look at the next tab, which is editing the presets. So if you know there's certain flexibility exercises where you typically would only want them to do 3 sets, or most often you want them to do 10 reps, or most often you want them to hold for 3 seconds. Whatever your flexibility presets might be, you can put those in, and then they pre-populate all the flexibility exercises with those, and you can change those. So if you're for 90% of the time you want them to do 10 sets, then go ahead and put 10 sets in there, and that way for 90% of the time you don't have to type it in again. The branding is something that you can change and upload your own logo. It does have to be in a 300 by 100 format and a 250 by 250 format for your branding. You'll also see the office here, the address, the branding URL, so you can put your own, rehabauthority.com in there for a branding URL, and they'll get that in the report that's sent, this type of information. You can change your password at any time. Go in and put in your existing password, your new password, and then confirm it to save it. It does require one non-alpha character, so put in a number in with that, and it will require that. So the last area is manage contact, and this is handy. It shows all of the patients that you've sent reports to, and they kind of become a contact list for you. So you can export those contacts as you create them. You can search the contacts, and if you have a bunch of contacts already, you can import those. So if you wanted to bring them in from Excel or from a comma delimited file, you could do that. And that concludes the tutorial for the admin section, and we've kind of gone through each one of these tabs, and I hope you found it useful.